Hello, 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 hello around the world. Facebook, friends and family, loved ones, all that good stuff. Well, I'm glad to see that everybody is trying to maintain in a little bit of fashion regardless of the coronavirus. Um, it's very stressful out here, y'all, but we're still trying to strive and do the right thing. And, hopefully they got stuff to get us together because this country is falling apart because of this situation. I think a lot of stuff is not fair, but let's talk about stuff that's more entertaining towards the body and mind and makes you really relax and do things. And that's marijuana, weed, or trees for most people. I think they should decriminalize weed because worldwide, because instead of cutting down trees, um, let's use the hemp for uh, paper, clothing. Uh, Most of the old presidents that we had were potheads as well. I'm a pothead, so you know what I'm saying. Everybody who knows me know I'm a pothead. I can't help it. I have to talk or smoke because a lot of times it keeps me from jumping on somebody or jumping on you. But on a serious note, it's something that we need in today's world to make us think and act right because there's a lot of stuff out here that's out of control. Um, the old, I remember when I was younger, and you just talk to people. Things that you talk to them now doesn't go anywhere. Doesn't make any sense. You're talking about stuff that don't make any sense. Talking about another woman or nigga's money that ain't pertaining to you, and you don't even have it, that money, or all kind of craziness. But the thing we're going to talk about really today is about that Mary J. She's a special girl that knows how to win hearts and minds of people all over the world. With that kind of power, she's very dangerous. She's like that girl that makes you go crazy for, that makes you just want to lay up in the bed and do nothing with. She's that girl that just uh, let one thing go in one ear and out the other when somebody's talking crazy to you about bullshit. She's that kind of girl that makes you just feel like you're brand new after taking and talking with her and walking through the park with her. She makes you realize everything in this world that's good and great, besides the partiality and prejudiceness of how people treat you. She's that special girl that makes you feel like a man or woman that you want to feel free, able to do anything, able to go anywhere with no discrepancies, no judgmental, no partiality. She gives you that great freedom. And a lot of things that she also does for you is heal a lot of craziness too. Um, or at least some simmer it down where you can deal with it. But Mary J is that wonderful woman that I want her to be a part of my life, and I want to marry her. Uh, our presidents, for instance, like George Washington, was a pothead. He smoked all the time. I know the situation with dealing with a new country and dealing with how to make people realize the cause for the community that you're trying to build is very stressful. So yeah, I don't see why not. Shit, I would hit 3 4 blunts a day dealing with the bullshit with people now going to work. You know what I'm saying? Some of them is just I don't understand how they think, but hey, this is a unit of a job that we have to pull together to make functional to work for everybody. So that's how we go. And Abraham Lincoln was a weird pothead. James Mason was a pothead. Thomas Jefferson, Andrew Jackson, JFK. They were all potheads. They were all people who thought outside the box, and that usually causes problem from anybody that don't understand how to be in this matrix kind of thinking and it's one court, one trap kind of thinking. See, it opens up their minds to possibilities that are real, possibilities that you think about when you're sitting alone, as you just in vaporizing that delicious greeneries that you may have brought, or you may be lighting it up or dabbing it out or whatever you're doing to make your day a very special day. It's basically here for us to soothe each other, to make each other more at peace, more at mind, more concentrating on a job, a project that we're doing. Anybody who has a dispensary out there wants to hire me, please let me know in the bottom. I'll come out there and work because I like to pluck the little things off the leaves and make sure they're all pretty and make sure it gets all the greens and stuff like that. Whatever the soil stuff that you put in there, it needs it all. So I'm gonna make sure I watch each plant like it's my own little baby. But on the serious note, you know what I'm saying? It actually could do a lot of things besides smoking it. It could do things like, again, like I said it before, you could make hemp for paper, to write things on it. The original parts of our Constitution, believe it or not, was written off of hemp paper. People ain't gonna tell you that either. All our stuff was written with hemp paper, and everything that we had back then, we used hemp to write on. So I mean, think about that. This is a part of our culture, our heritage, because of in Egypt, they were using this kind of stuff, and we start using it too around the world because as black folks, we're all over the world. So all of this partiality and craziness don't make any sense because we were everywhere anyway. With every kind of Spanish person, with every kind of white person, with every kind of Indian, Asian, we were all over the world from the start, all of us. So I mean, the things that we hear today is crazy. It doesn't make any sense, and it's very. I think it's killing the cause of us trying to be interplanetary species, a species that's modernized. It's very primitive to talk about the partialities and craziness of our past even until today. It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't go anywhere. All it does is make the media and all this other stuff with its tricks and lies to make more money, to sell more papers, to all of this shit that cause of the exquisitors, all this other kind of new. It's all this is to make money. And once we understand how this is, we can move on with the craziness and do things towards all people, our children's children. And this planet is going to be here a lot longer than we're going to be here because it's been here a lot longer than we were here before. And there's other planets that was, other planetary species and everything like that. I said before that we mixed with anyway that was here before us. People of old, aliens, Nephilims, jinn, and there's bad and good jinn and bad good everything that was on this earth anyways. And we have to understand that if we're going to be a bad people or we're going to be a good people that strive to the future, these are things that we got to take serious. It's not a joke, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, even in Bible times, when we used to do things to uh, take advantage of people's, God stepped in, and then everybody gets the wrath. And this is what happened with this coronavirus bullshit. You know what I'm saying? A group of people have arguments with between people and don't even think about hurting everyone else, their children, everything like that. And it causes a lot of craziness and mayhem. If you don't understand, and this has been backfiring on us for years, no matter what it is, and we're still trying to live, and all of this stuff is crazy. We're killing the human race as people, all of us. Because guess what? We all have the same kind of immunity. We all have the same kind of setup. It's just a different race, a different color, a different height. But we all are the same people. We all uh, are mixed individuals. I'm going to say it just like this: we're all partial of angel, partial of jinn, partial of different types of Nephilim, different types of humanoids that were mixed and stuff like that. Because let's say the truth. Today, everybody's a sexual craziness, like thinking that everything is a porno and it's, you gotta drill them out or whatever the situation is. Let's look at it today. The same as it is today, the same as it was yesterday. And a lot of stuff we gotta change of yesterday to get it a brighter future for tomorrow. For starting with us today. You know, but besides the fact of that, uh, I'm not saying this as a person that's crazy, but um, use marijuana, the whole marijuana of it, all of it. So you make the hemp papers, so you can make uh, all kind of other things you can make from it. You know what I'm saying? Let's use that to help the environment a little bit better because that's quicker to grow and paper you can make out of it faster. A lot of things you can make out of it fast because it grows quicker than a big red tree or something like that. I mean, these things that we should do to help our environment because again we're trying to go electrical, we're trying to do everything by the sun because that's a nuclear power right there, all the energy we could have for years and years and years and years. um, we should push ourselves to being fully electrical, hemp paper, all these other kind of things we could use of the earth to not hurt us as well, but be biodegradable to go back to the earth. These are things that we should be using to knock down that uh, uh, hot uh, situation we're doing to our earth anyway. I mean, it will cool it down by a lot quickly because we'll just hear that posh of ices that's breaking off is the size of three times the size of Paris and all this other kind of stuff. That's crazy. So that means that in just 14 years, states like Florida be underwater, parts of California be underwater. All these things that think they're telling us from the future is actually going to happen. Um, people say that they come from the future and all this other stuff. And if you really think about it, all this stuff is lining up because we're destroying the world. We're destroying the world. So, I mean, instead of just smoking a delicious Mary J, we can use the properties of Mary J to help out in other situations to push it towards being biodegradable, where it's not destroying the earth or polluting the earth as much. It's part of the earth. So as it breaks down, it's going to be part of the earth anyway. So I mean, that's something that we should think about doing. It makes a lot of sense because a lot of people in the world was a lot smarter than the way we're thinking today. Let's be real. They came from other worlds and taught us different things, and they were like more smarter than us because they had to understand how their world work and how their situations work to make it last as long as it have till today. So I mean, we don't have a lot of sense on Earth. We don't have all the sense. We learn. We're intelligent creatures, but there's a lot of things we have to do to make us really intelligent. Because if we have any time of taking our time worrying about partiality and worrying about things that just doesn't make any sense or doesn't make you grow or doesn't make you any money, doesn't better your life, it's crazy. We're crazy. We're just gonna stay stagnant in the same situation that we are, and not grow to any future, not grow to anything, not being multi planet of species, all of this. I'm trying to really let us see what we really want in this world. Do we want to strive for better things, better toys, better technologies, and we can't even get along with one another? I mean, it's a sickness, y'all. It's really a sickness. Like I said it before, I wasn't really raised around partiality and prejudice as much, and I'm black, and I'm gonna tell you that I haven't. You know what I'm saying? I've been around a whole bunch of different other kind of races, being in New York, from New York. I've been around all the different types of preferences, being in New York, and some things you pull and push that you want to be a part of your makeup of yourself, and you finding yourself to grow. There's a lot of things that helps you grow and help you avoid or whatever the situation is. It's life. We all go through life differently. We all go through life uh, hopefully striving for better things. A lot of stuff has dampened us. Yeah, I don't have generational monies, and every time I had a job, it doesn't pay that much as minimum wage. It's a lot of things I have to go through, but I still try to maintain and still try to be a part of society. And it's hard when society doesn't really make you feel like you wanted us here. Like again, they could have gave each person across this world $1 million instead of just $1,200, but they're not going to do it. They seem to like us suffering for things that they do and put out here to hurt one another. So if you know that this world is on this side of the world is evil and corrupt and stuff like that, pack your bags, y'all. Let's get out of here. Fuck it, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do legally to leave the country. It's no more fighting. It's crazy. There's no more worried about the Democrat and Republican when they all do the same shit to us. There's no more voting for the bullshit because all that stuff is just to throw around for news and all this other stuff to harm us anyway. There's plots and stuff like this said they are made to come after us for no apparent reason. We are a religious race of people, and that's the truth. We don't get up in the day and think of hurting and harming other people. We think of love. Some of us a little bit more than others, a little crazy with that, but we still have a compassion in our hearts as people. And if people don't want us around, the easiest thing to do instead of tearing up their store and doing all this other stuff, because it's not partially us, it's other people on the outside trying to look like they're part of stuff and just doing things for their agenda, and that's it. So hey, the easiest way is to pack your bags and look for somewhere else across the world to live. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It's better than going through fights and arguments and people losing their lives and people shot and all this other craziness. Just leave their stuff alone and just leave. You know what I'm saying? They have only these select people that they have for their performance, their puppets, their showy toys, the people who wants to be whatever for these people to be entertainment. I'm not an entertainment kind of person like that. Yeah, I could do acting and all this other stuff. Yeah, it's nice to have a check and everything like that too. But I mean, let's be real. Hey Anthony, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad to see that you joined. Um, I love you too, and I'm trying to stay home and safe as well. I appreciate that, Anthony. Um, like I said, vote more for marijuana. You know what I'm saying? And get this biodegradable love of God's creation to smoke and enjoy to help the environment also. Um, so if you want to jump in with your voice, Anthony. If not, you know what I'm saying, you can sit here and listen and bring your friends or whatever else like that. And let's talk about stuff. I see that you joined. Let's talk about stuff if you can. You know what I'm saying? My StreamYard uh, is, let me see what StreamYard is. Aaron. Oh, it's on Facebook. Yeah, by code be put in on Facebook so you can jump in. Okay. Now, let's see. So, the I just there's a lot of political stuff. There's a lot of people saying that they're gonna do things that putting people out on blast and making sure that we do things better for this world and everything like that. Yeah, that's great and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be real with you because I'm an old school kind of guy. Even though I'm young, I'm an old school kind of guy, and I'm truthful. Shut the fuck up, people. If you're gonna have money to do things and not help your immediate area, your community that you live in, your town, your state, whatever it is, shut the fuck up. Cause it's bullshit. I've listened for this bullshit for years. People saying they're gonna do things to help us and help you and all this other stuff, and then look at you still mud in the ground, dirt in the dick in the dirt, and all kind of other stuff like that. It's bullshit. You're not even trying to do anything to help anybody else but yourself. Greedy, and that's all you know. Let's be real about it. So when you're gonna say, "Yo, Black Lives Matter" and all this other bullshit, that's bullshit too. Come on, everybody's trying to get a check instead of really doing stuff to help people aside. I mean, it's universal law to help other people in need. Anthony, I know you know me. You know how I have a good heart and I help everybody, and I try to do things right by people, regardless of the situation. We were living in a crazy rooming house back in the day with a bunch of bullshit going on, and we still stood strong and still try to do what we have to do to survive. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You, of all people, know how I am. know, that's my marijuana friend right there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We used to smoke heavily together back in the day, and I appreciate that he took time to listen to me. I thank you for that. So, like and subscribe, please. And if you can, donate. Uh, Now, let me see. What else? You know what I'm saying? That what's going on? Oh, never mind. I found it. I found it. You know what I'm saying? But like again, on the bottom of the screen, if you want to take and donate anything, it's right there for you to see. And I really thank you for joining my podcast. And hopefully we have a more uh, talkable situation to all my fan subscribers and stuff like that. We could talk about a lot of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? But back to the marijuana thing. There's a lot of stuff that is in there that scientists can't prove on properties that it does help. It helps from glaucoma, all kind of stiffness in your body, all kind of stuff it helps out with. So I mean, marijuana is actually the better thing to go to more than a doctor. Believe it or not, wasting your money on all that experimental stuff that goes in your body that you don't need anyway, because God made our bodies perfect. That's what people keep forgetting. Our bodies are made perfect. Only thing we have to do is eat things that He have us for on the earth, from vegetables, fruits. You know what I'm saying? Light meat, which is poultry, chicken, fish, stuff like that. Natural stuff that'll make us get well and get better anyway, because we go through different toxins and stuff of the world all the time anyway. And besides them trying to kill everybody around the world anyway, all this time, we're still gonna live. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, what the scripture says, "Whoever's in God's hand, no one can pluck them out." Period. So all that evil shit is going to backfire like it's always been backfired on everyone. And then who are you going to have to make our world great and move over to the future if we don't have nobody? Stupid. So dumb. We're a dumb baby ass country, and it's time for us to grow up over stupid stuff. Color your skin. I don't like him. He's light skinned, dark skin. All that stuff is retarded, bro. It doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. But you know what I'm saying? It really doesn't. It doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, look at the people who are striving to do things. Uh, you know, I'm trying to see if anybody knows how I could get a job with Tyler Perry and his studios. Let me know, because Tyler Perry, I'm going to say I know you. I've seen you before from the underground in Atlanta. Both scores you used to own before it closed down. The Score Club and the Score Bar. I was working at both of them, cooking, cleaning, all that other kind of stuff, and just being myself, working. Regardless of all the homelessness and Atlanta and all this other craziness that I had to go through. I appreciate working for you at the time, and you're a straight dude. He's a straight boss, bro. To be honest with you, straight. You don't even hear any lips from him. As long as you're doing your job, you don't hear anything from the guy. He's a straight up and up dude. And honestly, I will willingly, gladly move from any place I am across this America to go to work for you. You are a cool, one-on-one, cool dude. There's nothing really fancy about him. He doesn't have any craziness about him, really. You know what I'm saying? He's just a funny dude. He makes you laugh. He makes you understand the situation, and you can go ahead and work. You know what I'm saying? So, Tyler Perry, if you want to give me a hire again, leave the comment in the below, and figure out how I'm gonna find a place to live too. To be honest with you, but because I don't know how the situation is moving from state to state that fast. So if you don't have money like that, and I don't have money like that because look, because of the coronavirus stuff, I have to sit home. So hey, you know what I'm saying? Uh, you know, if anybody could donate or something like that to help me out too, I really appreciate it. And I'm being real to this. You know what I'm saying? We know what it is. Black folks don't have money like that. We ain't born into a silver spoon and stuff like that. So a lot of us got to wake up, especially ones that want to act white and all this other stuff. I just don't understand that. That still perplexes me too, because you're still black. You're still in a situation where it's not that great. Yeah, you have a job, probably have a good job, but were you trying to do everything like uh, the Jones? You don't have much at all. I hate to tell you that. You wake up, you know what I'm saying? You pay for that car and the house and everything like that. You don't have much more than me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I pay rent on time and all this other stuff. And that's another issue too with living with people, because most people are crazy. They don't care about your money. Even though I paid rent on time every month here, where in the state I'm living at right now, um, which is you know what I'm saying, it's not Atlanta, but the state I'm living in now, I pay rent on time, and the motherfuckers are crazy because you ain't into their matrix program, and it seems like it's some kind of stuff. Seems like it was like uh, paraphernalia and stuff like that, which I don't live like that, bro. I'm not being in people's face for all that kind of craziness. But you know what I'm saying? I had moved on, and I moved to somewhere else, and I just, there's parts of life that we have to look at it truthfully, truthfully as black people. That is a lot of stuff that's we're not cultured into doing, regardless of our preference of what we like. It's like certain things you just don't do and say and approach people that way. It's just very tacky and uncontrollably disgusting. But this is part of life we have to go through. Let's talk about the real stuff. People who says that they can help us and have money, that's whatever color you are, black, white, whatever. I hear it all. That there's nothing really out here you're really doing to help anybody but yourself. Now, if I can have uh, a one-figure job, not a six-figure job, I wish I have, and I can help somebody. What the fuck is wrong with the people that have a lot of money? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're not doing things Tyler Perry style, but I mean, at least do something as far as in helping your community, people around you, white, black. It doesn't matter what fucking color you are, people. If you learn how to help somebody, no matter what, that's a blessing towards your deity. Whoever you want to call your deity, that's a blessing towards your deity to be real and to help people. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But this world, we have everything all we're all in the matrix here. You know what I'm saying? Everything's in the matrix here. Uh, everybody has the strive for the sameness that leads nothing and nowhere, and it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up. That's why we're gonna stay stagnant, uh, right where we are, never grow to anything. But we want to be multi-planetary species and jump to other planets and all this other stuff and do things other reasons and everything like that. But what are you doing at home to help people who needs any help? What are you doing? Period. Because when you go outside this world, and we know this world has different spirits in the world and different issues and problems and emotions that's going around because of how people are feeling. Um, what's on these other planets? Have you ever thought about that? What spiritual stuff you're gonna go over there and find? It could be more horror than here. Believe it or not, what kind of stuff creatures you might find? There might not be the same kind of emotional state that we are. Uh, take and think the same way we do. They don't have remorse or emotions like we do. I mean, good or bad, aliens. You don't know what's going on out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dangers out there. Solar radiations, things that can fly. Really small meteoroids could penetrate the shell of the ship, and then you're fucked. Everybody sucked out the little hole. I mean, let's look at the little truth of stuff. People talk and make money to do things, but examine really what you want to do, people out there, because all in all, it looks great, and you have more coverage and more things helping and protect you doing anything you want if you take in uh, do what's right by home first. Help people around you in the community first. Yeah, it's not like you're being somebody's papa or mama, but I mean, sometimes if you can buy a bag of rice or buy some food and just, donate to your neighbors if you know that they're not bad, doing good, or just do things like that. People don't do these things anymore. When I grew up in New York, of all places, I seen a lot of people do a lot of things that make you feel good. Like they used to help you out with doing stuff, and you have money, you help them out, and it's a ongoing thing. Now today's world is just crazy. Now everybody's trying to get up the quick way out, an easy way up, but they're not doing anything to help the foundation of anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, bro. And I understand it's hard for us black people because we don't have generational monies. Most of us don't have a job. Most of us are trying to get a job. Some of us are not trying to get a job. Let's look at the truth. Some of us not trying to work. People who are trying to work can't get a job. There's a problem there. I mean, people who are trying and not trying can't have a job. You know what I'm saying? People look at you crazy when you go and apply to applications and stuff like that. Like I'm an alien. Like you ain't educated, and I have more education than these people can ever understand if they got the chance to know me. I have different uh, trade school stuff, high school stuff, whatever degree I had to get at the time. I made sure I got it. Period. And you know what I'm saying? They still treat me like I'm some kind of alien. Which, hey, to tell you the truth, we all are. I have some alien in me too. Hey, but I'm a person that's productive and like to do things to help other people. Everybody who knows me knows that. You know what I'm saying? Um, I like to help other people. I like to help be serviced more than to myself. This is what I think what all religions teach you is to be a servant to someone else besides yourself. You know. But this is all I have to say for today. Hopefully next time people jump in, I'll put my StreamYard where you could jump in and say things, Anthony, next time and talk. Uh, but thank you for joining me today, and thank you for people who are listening around the world. America is not America anymore. I think it's changed to be completely in the past. Bigot, bias, prejudice, and all this other kind of stuff. For what? We're supposed to be the most powerful, great country in the world, and we're doing stuff backwards again, like we're some kind of crazy people. Pettiness. That's all petty. You know what I'm saying? We got to change. Well, thank you for listening again, and I'll see you next go around. And I'd like to hear from you guys. Like and subscribe and leave a comment on the bottom. And until next time, take care.